Oh, what a lovely tea party.
Oh, everybody's gonna, 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 oh, everybody's gonna find something out about you. Doesn't matter if any part of it's true.
All right, so we just wrapped up our Patreon episode for the week, and
It was a doozy.
so
The whole thing was planned.
so it's funny because we're gonna reference back and forth on what we had talked about in our Patreon episode and whatnot, but we ended up into a couple discussions that were very odd, very very odd. Is Carrot Top a funny comedian? So in the middle of while we were talking about it, I put up a Twitter poll, and when we're going to jump back and see what the results are later, just for our own curiosity. And then also, which is better, the Beastie Boys or Pantera? We discussed the death of Buckethead Jones or whatever the fuck the
Vinnie Paul.
right.
The drummer for Pantera. Buckethead Jones. So close.
And then we spent a lot of time talking about the people jerking off and hanging themselves. Don't know how we got there.
Why wouldn't we? You know?
And that was just before we started recording.
Yeah, we just, hey, Doug, how you doing? Let's talk about jerking off while we hang ourselves.
All right. So let's get this piece of what do we got?
All right.
What do we got?
So I think that we should change up the theme of our show, possibly.
Okay. So what I wanted to do, I put this note on there. We talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
What I wanted to do was just get away from us having these conversations like we've been having, and I want to do something productive. And the format of our show is counterproductive. So I'm thinking that we do like a random format generator every show.
Uh-huh.
This show would be fuck, I don't know. Like, what if it's what if we spin the wheel and it's a fucking cooking show or some shit?
Then we got to see what we can do with that.
Cook.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make an egg sandwich. I'll be back.
I'm going to heat up some of them cup of noodles. We're going to do an hour-long cooking show about cup of noodles.
All right. So I guess we'll just do that then. So spin the wheel. All right. It looks like it landed on tax preparation.
All right. Tax preparation. We're going to spin it again?
No, you dumb fuck.
I got nothing. I don't know what the fuck you offer me.
Okay, so here's how it would have went had we
shit.
been able to if you
Coordinate?
Okay, so you went doot 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 doot, and then you kept going doot doot doot, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then I said it looks like it landed on tax preparation because there's no way we could make that funny. And then you were supposed
we
to,
could.
and then I pointed at you, and you were supposed to go doot, and then I would have said, "Oh, all right, it's true crime time with Doug and Anthony."
Perfect.
Ready?
Ready.
Let's spin the wheel and see what podcast we land on.
Oh, we're doing this all over again? All right. Let's spin the wheel again and see what happens. This is exciting.
All right, go.
Doop, 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 doop.
Hey, it looks like it landed on tax preparation.
Doop.
Woo!
That was a close one.
It's true crime time with Doug and Anthony coming at you.
Oh, man, it's a good thing we're good at editing because that first part wasn't very good. Oh,
right.
my God.
So the Random Wheel-O podcast landed on true crime. It's a player clip. So what we got here is a voiceover artist extraordinaire. I think you heard her at the beginning of the episode, Shayla Ayers. She's gonna give us a little bit of a cold case. Isn't that what they're called when they're not solved?
Yep.
So what are we gonna? What do you want to name our show if we're changing formats? True crime time.
True crime time with Who's Right. The Who's Right True Crime Hour. Who's Right Variety Hour. Wait. We'll figure that out later.
Doug and Anthony murder the shits.
All right.
Nope. Hey, should we shout out like every time we get a new patron? Should we shout them out?
I don't know. Do you want to?
Ralph.
Well, in that case, yes, we should every time. Hey, Ralph.
What do we got here? Yeah, so it's only fair if we're going to do that for one of them. Do we go backwards and pre-show?
No, if you've been a patron from the beginning, you only get a whisper.
Abigail.
Perfect.
Mary. Ralph.
All right. That was a digression. Let's go back to our true crime podcast.
I forgot about it already.
That's how good our bits are. We forget about them halfway through.
All right, so we're going to play that clip from Shayla.
Yep.
Right here.
In 1956, two teenage sisters, Barbara and Patricia Grimes, went missing after going to a movie theater in Chicago. Nearly a month later, their bodies were discovered, naked and frozen, on a back road in a Chicago suburb. No suspects were immediately named, and the case remained clueless until 2010. A retired officer started looking into the case once again for any clues as to who murdered the sisters. While no arrests have been made yet, a female witness did come forward and say she was with the sisters on the night of their disappearance. She isn't a suspect and said that she was too frightened to come to police when she was younger. Hopefully, this new breakthrough will lead to more information on their deaths.
All right. So, you ready to solve this shit?
I'm ready.
All right.
It sounds to me like it happened in Chicago, right? From the research I did for hours. It happened in Chicago, and we know some people from Chicago, don't we?
All right, you cock-smoking motherfucker.
What? What I did? I don't even know what I did this time.
All right, I'm gonna pull back the curtain, as we say in the business.
In the business.
You do this to me every fucking week, where I have a premise and I share it with you, and then you fucking take it.
I didn't know it was a secret. I thought that was.
I
just out
said,
there for anybody
here's
to
what I'm
use.
gonna do.
I swear to God, it wasn't on purpose this time.
So anyway, you fucking asshole.
I swear it wasn't on purpose.
You think I would learn to not even talk about it?
You think?
All right. Fucking asshole. So the thought is that you and I are going to try to solve this crime.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you got?
Oh, well, what I got was from my hours of research that it happened in Chicago.
Okay, go on.
That's all I got.
Do we know anybody in Chicago, Anthony?
I don't know. Do we?
This whole thing is just a lead up for us to talk about Juliet's butthole. That's the whole thing, and we're not getting there.
It was the perfect crime.
What do you say? Don't you say you have to finger the suspect or something?
Yep.
Somebody fingered the suspect, isn't that right?
It is in this case. Wait, did we finger the perp? Sounds cooler if you say that. We fingered the perp.
Hold on a second.
All right. This week we fingered the perp. All right.
So that whole thing was a setup for a bit, and then we're just going to shit all over it and move on.
Yep, we're done. That was it. Isn't that usually how it works?
I'm going to try this for real. We are
Okay.
we are going to try to be a true crime podcast.
Okay.
So you've got you've never listened to any true crime podcasts, have you?
Just last podcast on the left.
Yeah, that don't count.
Okay.
I'm thinking of other types of true crime podcasts where they play shitty music or cheesy music in the background real low, and then the podcast host just reads Wikipedia, and then they say, so do that. Be the music. Real subtle, like creepy. I guess Pantera. Fuck, I don't know.
I guess Pantera.
A young man named Roger Menard informed investigators he had also attended the screening of Love Me Tender on the evening of December 28th. Having sat behind Barbara and Patricia Grimes and close to Dorothy Weiner, according to Menard, he had left the theater approximately 1 minute before the Grimes sisters and the two had moved. I don't care about this. This is fucking stupid. On the same date of
You're messing up the music. You made the record skip.
All right, you do the music, and I'll sing the song, and we'll make this like show tunes, true crime, happy hour.
And then we can put it out on vinyl.
Right.
Ready?
A railroad conductor named Bernard Norton. I'm reading it like it's a rap, but it doesn't rhyme.
I was keeping the same music. Man, we're coordinated. Dude.
Yeah, we started out so strong.
I can't do it. Oh yeah, we did. I don't think you know what strong means. I can't do a rap beat.
You sound fucking retarded. Stop. All right, let's have a rap battle.
Oh God. We're doing a true crime podcast. Let's have a rap battle. Where do you get that from? Because this whole thing is an abortion. Is that? You're like, what? What the fuck is going on here?
Abortion.
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 Oh my God.
Doodaloo, 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 doodaloo. Ralph. Oh fuck! This sucks. All right, are you done?
So our show is like 4 minutes long.
All right.
I don't care. It's making me laugh. That's all that really matters at this point.
We're going to give it. We honestly have nothing else on the board. Oh, yeah, we do. No.
Oh,
all
my
right.
God.
Excuse me. So what do you want?
All right, so we're done with our true crime podcast.
Well, yeah, you're not working with me here.
I'm not. We went from rap battle to I was doing the music you were reading, and we're moving into a rap battle.
Yeah.
I think I'm working with you pretty well here.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna make one more fucking run at this true crime bullshit.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
I need the music. Go. Walter Kranz, a 53-year-old steam fitter and self. How's somebody a fucking steam fitter? So you see steam and you're like, that fits. It's fucking stupid. All right.
You see steam and you say, that fits.
Walter Kranz, a 53-year-old steam fitter and self-proclaimed psychic, phoned to switch.
Self-proclaimed psychic?
Hey, music! Spin the wheel, bitch! Phoned a switchboard operator at Chicago Central Police Complaint Room on January 15th to inform the operator of his conviction that both sisters were deceased. What?
What? Deceased.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. You're ruining the mood.
Max Flagg was a 17-year-old suspect in the sisters' murders. Oh, do it like murders.
Murder.
You gotta wait till I fucking say it. We are gonna nail this shit. We're gonna. All right, you ready? Ready?
I was born ready.
All right. So, just pay attention, and when I leave the opening for you, then you just make the echo to make it sound like creepy.
All right.
Max Flagg was a 17-year-old suspect in the sisters' murders. Initially considered one of the prime suspects due to his age, Flagg was protected by contemporary Illinois laws which prevented juveniles from subjection to polygraph tests. Nonetheless, Chicago Police Captain Ralph Petit persuaded the teenager to submit to an unofficial polygraph test, which Flagg voluntarily undertook. In the course of this unofficial polygraph test, Flagg allegedly confessed to the murders. With no legal means of using this test as evidence against Flagg. There you go. Police were forced to release him without charge. You're really slowing your echoes, man. In addition, I meant after I say it, they should immediately. All right, say something once.
Something. Once. Something. All right.
In addition, people were unable to charge Flagg with the murders due to there being a lack of physical evidence, corroborating his unofficial polygraph confession that he had kidnapped and subsequently killed the sisters.
Sisters.
Flagg was later jailed for the unrelated murder of a young woman. How is this a cold case?
Woman. Cold case. All right, I'm getting into it now. I'm going to be the Foley guy.
Okay, so here we go.
Oh, God, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, you're going to have your hands full with this.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to do the background music.
Uh-huh.
You need to do the echo on the parts that matter. And then, as I'm talking, you have to make the sound effects for whatever it is that I'm talking about.
Like the horse walking.
Dun,
That's
dun,
the
dun,
one
dun,
I
dun,
got.
dun, 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 dun.
I don't know if I can keep all that straight, but we'll try it.
All right. Are you ready?
I was born ready.
Here we go. We're about to hit the big time.
Right.
On December 30th at 5:40 a.m., the owner of the D&L restaurant at 1340 West Madison said he had seen both girls, with Patricia apparently too drunk or sick to walk without Stag. All right. This location was over 5.5 miles from the Brighton Theater. All right.
Theater. So, I can't even keep one thing straight. I can't even keep the music going.
A clerk at the Claremont Hotel, after viewing the bodies at a mortuary, likewise identified the sisters as having checked into the hotel on this date.
I'm dying.
Where's the sound effects?
What sound effect for checking into a hotel?
Yes.
Ding ding. I don't. Is that what you want?
Okay.
Ding ding.
So this is theater of the mind, right?
Yeah, but my mind sucks.
So what we're trying to do is put all of our listeners into this zone where, as I'm narrating the story, you're playing the story out for them. And then they can close their mind and they can hear the girls' voices and they can hear the hotel clerk and people checking in and traffic outside and the birds chirping and the sunshine shining. You need to put all that in their face, in their
All
minds.
right. I'm in their face. I'm gonna do the sunshine shining. Ready?
Yep. All right. Here, I'm gonna do this.
All right.
I was thinking about just jumping to a different crime because we pretty much went through all this, but
We did? I don't even know what happened. Maybe I just haven't been paying attention.
I think that could very well be true. I'm trying to find where I can send you this.
I heard something about a Covina massacre. We could go through that.
Nope.
Nope.
All right. Try this again.
All right. Oh, shit.
The park described by Kranz in his telephone call
Dude.
would prove to be
I
approximately...
didn't know you were going to wrap it.
I'm not.
Oh, yeah. That's just how you talk.
The park described by Kranz in his telephone call...
That's a wrap.
Is it?
No, I mean, I'm done.
All right.
This is stupid.
It's not. We were on to something here, and you fucked it up, man. All you had to do was music and sound effects and echoes.
I can't even keep the story straight.
You don't need to. You just need to listen to me and then orally articulate whatever it is that I'm saying into sound effects and whatnot and what have you.
Orally
right.
articulate.
So go to Wikipedia, Murder of the Grimes Sisters, and you read a paragraph, and I'll show you what the fuck I want.
All right.
This is too good of a premise not to continue with. While you're doing that, I'll...
Is it? All right, I'm going. Ready? The descendants' autopsies were performed the day following their discovery.
There they are!
That's going to pull them in. These autopsies would be performed by three
Hold on, where you
experienced
at?
forensic pathologists.
Where are you at?
Under autopsies.
Under autopsies. All right. Go. Action.
The descendants' autopsies were performed the day following their discovery.
Discovery.
These autopsies would be performed by three experienced forensic pathologists who, following a 5-hour examination of each body, were unable to reach agreement on either a date or cause of death.
I'm just picking the words that I like to have echoed.
Just you could. Death was the best one.
Go on. I forgot I'm supposed to be doing music. This is hard.
Yeah. This is hard. I don't hear any horses. These experts did determine via an examination of the sister's stomach contents, which contained the approximate portions of the last known meal and subsequent snack the sisters had eaten up. That's fucking annoying to read.
I think I was doing the A-Team theme.
We're gonna get sued. You can't use the A-Team theme.
Well, I think we've solved this case.
I think you're right. The case of the two douchebags talking about true crime.
Oh, and you didn't even get to this.
Uh-oh, what didn't I get to?
Had discovered semen within the vaginal fluid swathed from her body, and the curdled milk had also been found in. That's where I'm grossed out now, is the curdled milk.
And somehow the Who's Right Navy got involved.
Wait, what?
You said semen.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see.
Semen. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right.
You really tanked that. You could have.
Yeah, I really tanked that. If it was bad, it was because the premise was bad. My acting skills were impeccable.
Impeccable. All right. Yeah, we don't have anything else.
Did we even have that?
All right. Men, women, work hours. Did you want to talk about that?
Sure, why not?
You
can actually cover something.
We did. We solved a fucking murder, you douche.
Sorry, 2 murders.
I'm bored.
Are women working too hard?
No. All right, next.
Study calls for females to have a shorter working week than men because many are on the brink of dangerous burnout. How do you feel about this, Doug?
Burnout. You can't ask me that. You're the one that put this up here.
I'm just curious how you feel about women having dangerous burnout.
Yes, I'm opposed to it.
You are?
Yes.
Are you opposed to them working less hours?
Yes. No. Wait.
No, wait.
I think that they work too many hours.
The weight of maintaining this balancing act has increased exponentially over the past 2 decades to the point that more women than ever are reporting feelings of exhaustion, anxiety, and depression.
Okay. Yes, I agree with that. You disagree with it?
No, not that part.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. What is the solution? Experts recommend that women should work shorter hours in order to compensate for
Aren't
the unpaid
all hours
jobs.
the same? They're all 60 minutes, right?
Right. They need to work shorter hours. We need to make a woman-friendly hour. That's only 44 minutes.
I'm okay with that, I think. It makes sense to me.
Does it?
So, do you have an issue with women having 6-hour work days and men having 12-hour work days?
Do I have an issue with that?
Yeah.
Being a man, yes, I do.
Why?
Because I don't want to work 12 hours. I mean, I don't want to work 6 hours either, but I mean... So, the fact that... So, what's the next step after that? What if you're a black woman? Do you only work 3 hours?
Yes.
What if you're a Mexican woman? 14 hours?
No. God, just use your head when you're working through this, and you won't have to ask such stupid questions. If a white woman has to work 44 minutes, then the exchange rate to Mexico would mean that the Mexican woman has to work 100. There's like 600,000 pesos in $1 or something. So she has to work like 4 days. That
4 days a day?
Yes. 12, 20, 24, 48, 96. 96 hours is a Mexican hour.
All right.
It works.
So if...
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I want to know what about black men? I mean, do we separate it out by just race or just sex? Or what if you're trans? Then, I mean, how's that work?
So if you are a black man and you identify as a Mexican woman, you don't ever get to not work.
No time off. What's the most marginalized group you can possibly think of? How many hours do
Podcasters.
they work? How many hours a week do we get to work? White male podcasters between the ages of 18 and 45.
So is being marginalized, is that when you say like
Like you can't believe it's not butter?
yeah. All right, we'll move on.
See, that's a Carrot Top joke. That's fun. That's funny.
Yep. All right.
So marginalized. I'm talking about in America.
I'm done.
Oh, you are? All right.
That was like the
That was the nail in the coffin.
well. There's nothing funnier that's going to come out of this article than that one joke. So
we did all of that. Just marginalized. Can't believe it's not butter. Worth it. Next.
And I truly thought that was a funny joke. Like I'm picturing somebody legitimately did a spit take on that joke. Honey, come in here. You got to hear this.
You gotta hear this douche on the radio.
I think I'm overthinking our audience.
I think so too. They don't drink water. They ain't spitting anything out.
All right. You want to check in real quick on our Twitter polls?
Yes.
All right. How does this work? Choose one. Beastie Boys is at 67%, and Pantera is at 33%.
Twitter's gay.
Is Carrot Top a funny comedian? 21% says yes, 79% says no.
Twitter is so fucking stupid. Full of idiots.
I think they're full of people, and that's where you get results. So
Yeah, stupid people.
yeah, and you're talking to a guy who just tweeted, "Join the Space Navy."
I think we should have a space navy. I mean, why not? We need to conquer the space for who's right.
We should probably talk about our merchandise. I think because
right.
As shitty as this episode is going, it's gonna be one of those where we just quit right at the bye.
Like right now.
And I don't know what I expected to happen because I know that I didn't put anything on the board this week, and you didn't put anything on the board this week. And
Right.
every time that we do that, we have an episode like this.
Right.
Really, the only thing that's missing is us arguing, saying that we're never going to record together again.
I'm never recording ever again.
Speaking of not recording,
I'm going solo.
okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
I think that we'll be taking next week off.
Yeah? Why is that?
I don't want to talk about it.
All right. Fair enough.
Well, I wanted people to know that we're not going to have.
Oh, you're serious?
Yeah, I'm not. You can record next week. Let's do you.
My solo career starts next week.
Yeah, I will not be available to record next weekend.
All right. You got more important things to do, bigger and better podcasts, or what?
Yeah. So speaking of that, you will be able to find me this weekend on Who Are These Podcasts, which I'm looking forward to only because he's like super popular now. So I'm going to see how many times I can say who'srightpodcast.com during.
Do it. You got to bring up the Who's Right Navy.
So I want to
just in casual conversation.
Yeah, that reminds me of the Who's Right Navy. So he got featured again on Anthony Cumia or whatever. Mm-hmm. So fucking Carl's got this huge audience now.
Oh boy,
where the fuck's our huge audience?
Yeah, I was gonna say we need to take advantage of that so we can get a huge audience.
Come on,
where's our Cumia?
Well, come on, Carrot Top. All right, so
We need to ride Carrot Top's coattails.
all right, so I think we could probably work through where the problem is.
All
So
right.
so I know that one, you don't like Carl or his show, but
Well, I don't know Carl, first of all. I don't like his show. You're right about that.
whatever. Anyway, so I do know that he puts quite a bit of work into each episode. Every week he puts in a lot of work, whereas you and I don't even link an article to talk about. So
And our show is better.
no, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's not as slick and well produced, but it's better.
Did you listen to what we did this week? week.
That's better. It's raw.
So yeah, it's raw. Yeah, our show is rawer.
Yep.
But anyway, what I was saying is
Well, you need to put up a poll. Who's better? Who's right? Or who are part of these podcasts?
again, so what I was saying is he puts in all that work, and then I get all shitty because he got picked up by Anthony Cumia, and now he's all popular and shit. Whereas I didn't do anything about it other than we talked about Carrot Top for 45 minutes and wonder why we can't, why we're not famous yet.
Yeah, I do wonder that.
Yeah,
I don't. You're acting like you understand. I don't understand. His show's not good. Ours is. Where's our fame? Where's our fortune? Is he rich yet?
All right, so well, let's work through it. What do we got to do to be famous?
I just continue what we're doing. That's it.
Yeah, that's working. How many episodes do we got now? I think we're getting close to 100, and you're supposed to quit at 100.
You are?
I think we're gonna.
I think we're gonna. I think we're still riding high on last week. Last week was fun to record. And actually, this week was fun to record, too. I don't care what you say. I think it was fun.
No, I had fun. I no longer care if anybody listens. I mean,
So there's the crux of the problem right there. God damn it. I'm going to need you to start caring about this show.
what's a crux? What the fuck's a frush?
I got nothing.
All right.
So when you go on who are these podcasts,
Yeah.
you need to try to work in my name as much as possible and get my name out there. You need to work in the Who's Right Navy as much as possible. Do you need me to go on there with you?
I actually feel bad because the podcast that we're reviewing is called Papa's Basement,
Okay.
and the co-host on there stutters and suffers from depression. It just keeps getting better, don't it? So I have a feeling some of whatever comes out of my fucking mouth is going to cause some issues. You know,
So there's two, I guess maybe more than two, but there's two kinds of depression. What kind are we dealing with? Like
he said that
feel
anytime,
bad for me.
anytime that he walks into a room, he's always got to look to see how he could kill himself if he wanted to at that moment.
Oh, cool. The good kind of depression. That's the good one.
As I understand it, they requested this review, so I think that gives me carpe diem to do whatever I want to.
I think it's laissez-faire, isn't it?
Who's that fag? You're supposed to say, I think he's French.
I think he's French.
All right.
Oh, shit. We never repeat a bit. Come on now.
I like that. That's only funny to us because nobody's listened this far.
No. And if they did, they don't remember that stupid bullshit. It was a throwaway line. So I think as long as you don't go on there and recommend that he kill himself, I think you'll be all right. Other than that,
All right. Thanks, lawyer.
yeah, I mean, I think you're good.
So how does that work? If let's say that we go on there and we just shit all over him, and then he kills himself, say in 2 months. Can I get arrested for like that?
I suppose we're gonna have to wait 2 months and try to see what happens. I don't know.
You're a shitty lawyer.
No, I'm a wait and see kind of guy.
You're like a shitty podcasting version of Matlock. You're Fatlock.
No, I'm like Murder He Wrote. Wait, is she a lawyer? No, she's a crime writer. No, that's even better. I'm a crime writer.
Nope.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't write it.
All right. Head over to We Have Merch, and I don't.
Spunk Lube. We got to talk about Spunk Lube.
Why do you keep? Are you having an issue with the T-shirt guy?
No, why?
Every time I try to talk about
like
it,
the T-shirt
every
guy.
time I try to talk about him, you like interrupt me and then try to steer the conversation somewhere else.
Oh, I'm not trying to steer it towards anything. My mind is just all over the place. You should know that by now.
So head over to We Have Merch, and we should not talk about Spunk Lube. Ralph.
Oh shit.
So if you got anything that you want to put on a shirt, he did share something. I can't even finish a fucking sentence either. All right, I'm going to try to be a professional broadcaster.
Good luck with that.
If you have something that you would like printed, head over to We Have Merch and get a hold of him.
All right.
And he will be able to get it set up and get you your own space on his website. That's wehavemerch.com/ don't buy this stuff with 1L.com. .gov.
That's my joke.
Fuck you.
.gov. Don't steal my jokes, man.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
What do you think about having Shayla Ayers come up with a commercial for We Have Merch?
Yeah, that would be awesome. It has to. I say this as if I have any control over it. I guess it has to have something in there about don't buy this stuff because it's an ongoing gimmick. I guess
It's only ongoing to you.
Right. That's why it has to have it in there because then I feel included in something finally. I was a part of this.
All right. So how about you write the commercial, send it to her.
Right.
We'll have her read it.
All right. And then put some music behind it. Do, 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 do. We have merch.
Merch.
Perfect.
So anyway, I was talking to him the other night, and he took it upon himself. I don't want to share it until it actually happens, just in case something goes wrong with it. But when we get done recording, make sure you ask me about what it was that I was talking about, because if this thing comes out, man, it is going to shake this foundation to the core of the world.
The foundation of this podcast?
Yes. Whoop, I just knocked my headphones off.
All right.
With what he proposed, if it's able to come to market, I am telling you that it is going to change the face of the industry.
All right. I don't know how that's possible, but okay. Does it have anything to do with our show?
Yes. Only our show. And it's only...
How is...
What?
And it's only what?
It's only... What he is proposing is only going to be available for our show. It is amazing. I'm telling you, when I tell you what this is, you're going to say, whoa, that shook my foundations to the core.
Okay. Just tell me and I'll cut it out.
So that's the beauty of us hosting our shit on him. We don't put any thought into anything. He does all the work. He it's like, hey, do you want to host our shit for us? And he says, okay. And then I don't do anything. He starts sending me ideas like, hey, what do you think about putting your logo on this? Or what do you think about doing this? He's the one that came up with our poker chips. He's the one that came up with our dog tags. He's the one that came up with
the cum rag.
I think that was Jody. I don't remember.
Oh,
well, maybe it was. Fuck it.
But either way, it wasn't either one of us.
Right. And so he called. I had a little smug lube in my throat. Hold on. So he called me the other night, and he's like, "Hey, I want to try this. What do you think about it?" And I'm like, "I'm not paying for that." He says, "No, I'll pay for it. I just want to see it.
Paying for that.
I just want to see it because I think it would be funny." I'm like,
okay,
yep, it is in fact hilarious."
And it'll change the
face of podcasting.
podcasting forever. Huh.
All right, hold on. I was trying to give you your chance to do another echo. It's going to change the face of podcasting.
Podcasting.
Why are you so slow? Is there a delay?
Delay.
Dildo.
Oh,
What about
shit.
Who's Right Dildos with our faces on the heads? Heads.
Every time you stop talking, I'm supposed to trail off now. I'm in. I'd buy a Who's Right dildo with my face on it.
You could be a tall, skinny one, and I'd be a fat, girthy one.
I like it. I want my if I had a Who's Right dildo, I would want one of the ones that's shaped like a cock with the balls intact. I like that. I like those better.
Okay.
So make that happen. I like the balls on there.
The fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know how much time you got. I like the balls on my dildos. What's the problem? I don't understand.
What for?
If I was a woman and I was going to shove something up inside me.
We're not changing the subject.
Well,
Why do you prefer dildos with balls on them?
Because otherwise it's just a long shaft. I mean, it could be anything. If you put balls on it, then it's like a real person. You know what I mean? You got a human connection. You got a human connection. It is true. What do you mean it's not true? Balls are how people are made.
How?
You can't make people without balls.
How many? If we're getting too personal or whatever, then just tell me and I'll keep asking. How many dildos or vibrators do you guys have?
3, 4, I think. Maybe 5.
3, 4, maybe 5. We'll call it a dozen.
All right. It's an even dozen.
How many of them have balls?
None. That's why I want one with balls. I don't have one.
But they're really of no benefit to you, right?
I like to look at them. What's the problem? You're acting like it's weird. I don't understand. I like the feel of them against my chin. What's the problem?
As they bounce against your backside?
Exactly.
All right. Yeah. All right. I got nothing. You win.
You're right. I do. I don't like the ones that vibrate.
Okay.
Because that's not natural.
We're good.
They have to have a head. They have to be black, and they have to have balls.
Wait a minute. There was something that slipped in there.
Yep, you're right.
Okay, so how many of the dozen that you guys have vibrate?
3.
Do you have any, are they like the real feel or skin so soft or whatever the fuck it's called?
Pantene. We use Pantene. No, we don't have any of those.
Any of them glass?
No, that would be cool though.
Why?
I don't know, because it's like a collector's item. I don't know.
Use an old Coke bottle.
An old collector Coke bottle
with the cap on it.
Well, yeah, duh. I want one that's full from the 50s. Do they make glass 2-liter bottles?
All right. Are you ready to be done? This conversation is just shit.
What? Yeah, I'm interested in this. I'm interested in why it's so weird to you.
Why it's weird that you have
Then I would want a dildo with balls. I mean, why
No.
is that weird?
You were very specific. It needed to be black. It needed to have balls, and it can't vibrate. All
Did
three
I
of
say
the,
black?
yes, all three of those things are weird.
Why?
That they are that
So okay, wait. So when they make them black, they're more like a brown, and they look real, like a real black guy's cock. So when they make them white,
I've never seen one.
One what?
A black guy's cock.
You're missing out. So
All right. Got me on that one.
so when they make them white, they can't match the skin tone, so it just looks like a fake dildo. You know what I mean? So at least if it's black and it has balls, maybe a little bit of hair, it's good. You know what I mean? It looks real.
Every time you talk about it, you add one more detail that just makes it even more fucking creepier.
Why is that creepy? And then, you just invite a black guy over to fuck your wife? I mean, what's the problem? I don't understand. I don't understand what the problem is here.
Why is that a thing?
Why is what?
What's that called? Like cuck or cuckold?
Cuckold. Yeah.
But so cuckold in and of itself has nothing to do with race.
No, not at all.
But why is it a thing? Because I think they call, what do they call them? Bulls? A bull is a black guy that'll come over and fuck your wife.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. I'll have to look that up.
Well, let's do some digging.
All right. Investigative journalism.
Cuckold,
Every time we look something up, it's investigative journalism.
jewelry? What? Cuckold, cuckoo bird?
Cuckoo bird? So were you saying, why is that a thing? Like, why is that?
Yeah, I don't understand what the draw is on having a black guy come over and wreck your wife.
Because it's only been in the past, like 6 months that interracial relationships are acceptable? Is that right?
I guess I didn't realize it was that recent.
At least a year. I mean, it hasn't been that long.
All right, so I'm going to ask again. I don't understand what so I don't have an interest in that. Is all I'm saying. I'm not saying that's fine. Everybody's got their things that turn them on and whatnot. That's fine.
Sure.
I'm not even judging. I'm just saying I don't personally find the interest. I don't like interracial porn. I don't like the thought of some guy with this big crank coming over and shoving it up her.
I don't, like, in real life, I don't know, but I mean, interracial porn is great.
No, and I disagree.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a fucking racist.
Okay.
There's nothing better than like 12 black dudes knocking on the trailer park door. Okay, I need that girl right there, and taking her back in the back of a trailer, and that's the best thing ever.
And you finished to that?
Well, of course. I start to it too.
I don't even think I could get hard watching that.
Why? You don't like black people?
I don't know. Maybe it's the contrast. Maybe it's the contrast that
The color contrast.
because I know I don't like. Maybe I am racist. No, like in a porn, if there's a black chick and she spreads her lips and it's like bright pink inside.
Yeah.
Bick.
I don't like black women in porn at all.
Okay.
Is that racist? I don't know.
What about Orientals?
Nah, I'm not a fan of that either.
Mexicans?
Oh, that's hot.
White.
It's white trash, yeah.
So it's got to be white trash.
Yeah, if they're classy looking, I don't like that. If you're going to get into porn, you got to look trashy. I mean, it helps, I guess.
No, it's in your opinion. I mean,
Oh, of course, yeah.
so if there was a porn of like a black tie affair and it's a real glamorous looking girl and she's whatever giving fucking hand jobs or some shit, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
That wouldn't interest you?
Nah.
But if it's that same girl and then it shows her on a couch just choking on a big black dick with mascara running down her face and
Messy hair, I'm in.
I'm assuming she's pregnant and
Yeah, maybe she hasn't showered in a couple days. Hair's a little greasy. Yeah, I'm in.
Now, what about real life? If you see a trashy girl walking down the street, you're
No, I'm out. That's gross.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
Oh, that's weird.
Isn't it? Even I admit that's weird. Because in real life, I'm looking for a classy woman. You know what I mean? Or just regular, at least.
Well,
Not trashy.
No, because I was going to say, I've met your wife, and she is anything but trashy.
I appreciate that.
Well, I don't know what the fuck she's doing with you, but
Nice. I don't either sometimes. Hopefully not listening to this show, at least with me.
does she know that you have such weird fetishes?
Yeah.
All right. At this point, I assume she's just gathering evidence.
Maybe.
You might want to get off here and spend some time with your kids before they get taken.
Oh, shit. Yep.
All right. Are we done?
I've been done.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, what's up? I am testing this recording thing, so I'm recording our conversation. Just the one-sided. I wanted to see if it's going to pick up me moving the microphone around or your voice through the speaker. So am I going to have to zip the file to send it to you? I know what it is. I don't have one. Yeah. Do you have Dropbox? Is there a limit to the file size? WAV files are pretty big. All right. WAV files are pretty big. All right. Well, I'll give that a try. A Microsoft deal.